first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove this air vent. You just need to have a panel remover and just pry that out. There should be 2 screws right here on the part of the display. We're going to remove that. Those are Phillips screws. Okay, next step, we're going to remove this plastic bezel. You just simply lift up the bottom, slide down, and we're going to disconnect that. There are little locking tabs on that black plug. And be careful removing that video cable because that's kind of fragile. So now, the first thing you gotta make sure is that they have 2 different ones. One is rectangular one, the other one is round one like this. Make sure that you are getting the right one. Okay, this particular unit, I guess, doesn't require this one. Some do, some don't. Oh, actually it does. It goes directly into here. So this has to go in there. So make sure that you have the same connection on the back of the monitor. This is what factory information center goes into. So that's the correct one, which is good. The next step we're going to do is we're going to remove this bezel. That is actually just the face of it. There are 2 Phillips screws. This is, I believe it just comes out. Just carefully pry the whole thing out. Now, this one you can disconnect by pushing this little tab and release like this. And the other one has a little locking tab somewhere. You just push and release. So you can get rid of that bezel. Now the radio has screws. There are 4 screws here. You're going to remove them. Actually, Phillips. It's actually 2 screws. Can you close that door for me so I don't have to deal with this stupid noise? It's only 2 screws there. I thought there were 4 screws. Coming out, or is there 2 more screws on the bottom? There's only 2. Why isn't it coming out? Right, just gotta pull straight forward. Right, let's get a rag so we can put it under here. So there is a locking tab on the bottom side. You pull outways and release. Now, on all of these, there is a fiber optic. All the German cars are the same, whether it's Mercedes, BMW, Audi. They all have a fiber optic. You're gonna take this out, put it to the T-harness, and plug that back in. We just did a Mercedes, same idea. So you're gonna take that fiber optic cable out, put it onto this male side of it. We're gonna put this back in, and that plugs into the factory side without the fiber optic. So there is a little locking clip right here, and you release that fiber optic cable from there, and we're going to put it onto here. Now, just like the other Mercedes we just did, they're always tight. So you're going to have to cut this off and make some room for this fiber optic cable so they can transfer over to this one. Because you try to put this one the way it is with it taped up on the main harness, it's not going to reach back into the radio. So be sure to cut this carefully. Do not cut this fiber optic cable. That's not a copper wire. It's a fiber optic, which is a cable. It's like a plastic cable. So be sure not to cut that or kink. So carefully cut off that Tesla tape. little locking plastic pin. You're gonna bend it away. That little plastic is easy to bend it. Then once you bend that out, the fiber optic cable can be removed. Just like that. So once you have that out, that goes back into the male side of the plug. Same way you took it out. There are two of them. It goes to the outer ones. Okay, like that. And now we're going to put that back into the radio. And the other end goes back into the factory side. Not in. Sometimes they go in smooth, other times you're gonna have to kind of play with it. So be sure to lock that in place, otherwise you're not gonna get no sound, no video. I'm gonna route that white cable all the way up by the monitor, so you can run it through here on the middle, right here. No, right here. You can go in here. Yeah, you can go in there. Never been wrong in my life.
Sometimes wrong.
No, never been wrong in my life. If I'm wrong, I wouldn't tell you.
Okay.
Right. So we're also doing a backup cam. So backup cam input is on the top. So we're gonna run RCA cable and hook up to where it says rear cam, right here. So to put the monitor in, it comes with a plastic mount. So that goes in, wire comes through the middle hole there. Then we're gonna put two screws back in. Wait, we gotta put this out. So what we're gonna do is before we wrap it up, we're gonna temporarily just connect everything and make sure everything works. And we can actually put the radio back in place also, because we don't need to go to the behind the radio anymore. So just put everything back in place. Should have enough slack there so everything can be fit behind the radio. Wait, there is a cable there. Yeah. I think you're gonna have to lift it up. There is a groove on it. No, hang on. Hang on a second. A little confused. It goes on the top, not on the bottom. There's a two cutout. One's on the bottom, one's on the top. It actually goes on the top. So then we're gonna put two screws back in since we don't have to touch the radio anymore. Radio radio phase came off, but it just snaps back in. No special trick.
No.
Well, let's not do that yet. Why don't we, yeah, let's do that. Okay, that's fine. I was gonna say let's go run the backup cam first. Can you close the door? Alright, let's put it in place.
No, simple. No.
Alright, came on. Let's start the car.
No. Smell.
No, smells okay. Alright. Radio comes on. I believe you gotta go to the multimedia option for audio. So you go to go to
Okay.
radio. Wait.
You gotta go back.
Maybe CD? No, okay. Here's aux input. You choose that. Okay, then you gotta go back to option, I think, or back button. Let's see which one is it. No. Which one was it?
Can you play something?
I know it's one of those buttons you press, or maybe, okay, you just touch the screen and it goes to that. All right, so let's pair your phone. Okay, so once you pair your Bluetooth, Android Auto or Carplay works. So it shows, play some music, please. We have no audio. Okay, on the armrest, there is a aux input. Some of them works directly with the T harness. This one doesn't. So you're gonna put that aux cable, 3.5 mil, and we're just gonna temporarily put that up to the top. And if that works, we're gonna run it. Okay. Oh, that's all you need. Play some music. All right, so we did have some issue with the audio. Turned out he's got the kind of intermittent aux jack input. He's gonna have to replace that, but it does work with the audio. Wait, where is the okay, where is the volume? Now the volume works. Okay, those go to the reverse as well, so we're gonna have to run the backup cam. We're going to take this bottom panel out to run the wires. You would have to take this side panel out first. And after that, this center panel comes out. You got to take both sides out. It should come out too. You're going to run the wire down through this grommet into the vehicle. You're going to run the wire on the driver's side. You can do either side. Just run underneath. And you should be able to find the hole through here. Place some WD-40 into that grommet here, so wire can go through it. We are using a little plastic rod, something stiff, so you can run the wire through it easy. Tape up the end. What's this one? You're just going to simply run the wire using that. There's a gap between the headliner and the side panels. You just run it through it. Carplay works. Okay, everything works. Music.
I got a one of these.